Hi, I'm Anna. Welcome to Easy English. Let's learn, speak, and grow together.
Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Anna.
And I'm Jimmy.
So, Jimmy, confession time. This morning I sat down to read one article, just one, and you know what happened?
Instagram.
Worse. Instagram, then a text, then I remembered I needed to check the weather, which somehow led me to watching a video about penguins in Antarctica and, wait, what was I even trying to read?
See, this is exactly why we're doing this episode. And Anna, you're not alone. A recent study from UC Irvine ended something shocking. After just one phone notification, it takes your brain 23 minutes and 15 seconds to return to full focus.
23 minutes? That's basically my entire attention span for the day gone.
And here's the thing. Another study just came out showing that our human focus span is actually dropped below that of a goldfish.
Jimmy, are you saying I have the attention span of a goldfish?
I'm saying we all do now. But here's the beautiful part. Focus is like a muscle. You can train it, strengthen it, even transform it completely. And today, we're going to show you exactly how, using a blend of cutting-edge neuroscience, ancient wisdom, and some practices that have been hiding in plain sight for thousands of years.
Ooh, I love when we get to bridge the old and the new. Okay, Jimmy, hook me. And everyone listening, why should we keep listening?
Because by the end of these 15 minutes, you'll understand the 3 brain chemicals that control your focus. You'll have 5 science-backed techniques you can start today. And one of them, this is my favorite, will increase your focus by 42% in just 7 days.
42%? Okay, I'm in. Let's do this.
So, Anna, let me ask you this. When you sit down to focus on something, what does that actually feel like in your body?
When it's working, it feels like everything else just fades away, like the world gets quieter. But when it's not working, it's like my brain is a browser with 47 tabs open and they're all playing different music.
Perfect description. And there's actually a beautiful reason for that. Your focus isn't just one thing. It's 3 distinct brain chemicals working together, like an arrow flying toward a target.
Ooh, I like this metaphor already.
Picture an arrow. It has 3 parts: the tail feathers that launch it, the shaft that keeps it steady in flight, and the sharp tip that hits the target. Your focus works the same way. The first chemical is epinephrine, or adrenaline. This is your arrow's tail feathers. It gives you that initial push, that alertness when you first sit down. Ancient Ayurvedic practitioners would call this yorajas, the energy of action and initiation.
So that's why the first 5 minutes of studying feels so hard. My brain's still launching the arrow?
Exactly. Your epinephrine is still building up. Now, the second chemical is acetylcholine. This is the shaft of your arrow. It keeps your focus locked in for the long haul. This is what allowed monks in deep meditation to sit for hours without moving.
Wait, so when I can focus for a long time, that's a different chemical than the starting one?
Completely different. And here's where it gets really interesting. The third chemical is dopamine, your arrow's tip. This is your reward system. When you hit your target, achieve something, dopamine floods your brain and says, yes, do that again. In Sanskrit, there's a concept called mudita, sympathetic joy, that natural happiness from accomplishment. That's pure dopamine.
Okay, so we have 3 chemicals, but Jimmy, if we naturally have these, why is everyone so distracted now?
This is where modern life has hacked our ancient brain. A 2024 study from MIT and Stanford found that short-form video content, TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, creates dopamine spikes up to 300% above your baseline.
300%?
300%. But here's the dangerous part. When you expose your brain to these mega doses of dopamine repeatedly, your baseline drops by 15 to 25%.
So it's like dopamine inflation?
Yes, that's actually brilliant. Yes, your brain needs bigger and bigger hits just to feel normal. So studying, which gives you real but smaller dopamine rewards, starts feeling unbearably boring.
Ugh, this explains so much about my life. Okay, so we've basically broken our brains with too much internet. Is there hope for us, Jimmy?
Absolutely. And this is where the beautiful part begins.
All right, hit me with solution number 1.
Number 1 is called visual focus training, and it's so simple you'll think I'm joking. Ready?
Ready.
Pick any object, a pen, a plant, a spot on the wall. Stare at it for 90 seconds without looking away. Do this once a day.
Jimmy, that's it? Stare at something?
I know. But listen, your eyes and your brain are directly connected. A 2024 Journal of Neuroscience study found that just 3 minutes of daily focused visual training improved sustained attention by 27% over 4 weeks.
Okay, but 27% from staring? How?
Your eyes control your attention. When your eyes wander, your mind wanders. The ancient yogic practice of tritaka, candle gazing, understood this 5,000 years ago. You stare at a candle flame without blinking for as long as possible.
Wait, I've heard of this. My yoga teacher mentioned it once.
Exactly. And modern neuroscience has now proven what the yogis knew. This practice strengthens your anterior cingulate cortex, the part of your brain responsible for attention control. Even the US military uses it. They call it gaze fixation drill.
So the military and ancient yogis are doing the same thing?
Truth has a way of revealing itself across cultures and centuries.
I love that. Okay, what's number 2?
Number 2 is understanding your brain's natural rhythm, the 90-minute ultradian cycle. Stanford research confirms what Ayurveda has taught for millennia. Your body operates in cycles, not straight lines.
Oh, like how we have sleep cycles.
Precisely. During waking hours, your brain follows 90 to 120-minute cycles of focus. For the first 5 to 15 minutes, you're ramping up. That's normal. Peak focus hits around the 45 to 70-minute mark. Then it naturally declines.
So when I try to study for 4 hours straight and feel terrible,
You're fighting against your biology. Here's what you do instead. 90 minutes of focused work, then a 15 to 20-minute break. But, and this is crucial, no phone during the break.
Jimmy.
I know. But checking your phone doesn't recharge your brain. It drains it further. Instead, walk outside for 15 minutes. In Ayurveda, this is called sensory rejuvenation, exposing yourself to natural elements.
A 2023 study on forest bathing found that just 20 minutes in nature, or even viewing nature, reduces stress by 21% and improves attention by 19%. Okay, fine, I'll touch grass. Literally. What's number 3?
Number 3 is my personal favorite, binaural beats. This is where ancient sound healing meets modern neuroscience.
Oh, I've heard about these. They're those weird meditation sounds, right?
They're not weird, they're brilliant. Here's how they work. You play 2 slightly different frequencies in each ear, say 200 hertz in the left, 210 hertz in the right. Your brain perceives a third tone, 10 hertz, and starts to synchronize with it.
A 2024 study in Frontiers in Human Neuroscience found that 40 hertz gamma binaural beats increased focus scores by 18%, and 10 hertz alpha beats reduced mind wandering by 31%. So it's like tuning your brain like a radio?
Yes, ancient Tibetan monks used singing bowls for the same purpose, sound frequencies that entrain the brain into focused states. You could find these on YouTube, just search binaural beats for focus.
Okay, I'm definitely trying this. What's number 4?
Number 4 is uncomfortable, but powerful. The 7-day boredom challenge.
Why do I not like where this is going?
Because it requires you to do something boring for 10 minutes every day for 7 days.
Define boring.
Staring at a wall, reading a technical manual, sitting in complete silence, something that gives you 0 dopamine.
Chumi, this sounds like torture.
But here's the magic. A 2023 University of York study had 2 groups. One did boring tasks daily for 10 minutes. The other didn't. After 7 days, the boring task group showed a 41% increase in sustained attention.
41% from being bored?
Yes, because when you starve your brain of easy dopamine, it becomes sensitive again. It's like fasting. When you fast, simple food tastes incredible. When you bore your brain, studying actually becomes rewarding. In Ayurveda, this is called tapas, voluntary discomfort that purifies and strengthens.
So I'm not punishing myself, I'm recalibrating.
Beautifully said. David Goggins, the ultra athlete, does this with running. He said, I run because it's the one thing I hate the most, and I do it like I love it. He's training his mind to embrace difficulty.
Okay, I'm convinced. Last one, number 5?
Number 5 is lifestyle foundations, the unsexy but essential stuff. 3 things: posture, sleep, and water.
Oh no, you're going to tell me to sit up straight, aren't you?
I am. A 2023 study found that upright posture increases memory recall by 14% and alertness by 22%. Your spine houses your entire nervous system. When it's compressed, signals don't flow properly. Ancient yogic texts speak of sushumna nadi, the central energy channel running along the spine. Modern neuroscience calls it the spinal cord. Same wisdom, different language.
Okay, I'm sitting up straighter right now.
Good. Now sleep, 7 to 8 hours, non-negotiable. A 2023 Nature Neuroscience study found that one night of less than 7 hours reduces your attention span by 40%. That's like trying to focus while slightly drunk.
Yikes.
And water. Your brain is 70% water. Just 1 to 2% dehydration reduces attention by 10 to 15%. A 2024 European Journal of Nutrition study found this happens before you even feel thirsty.
So basically, sleep like a baby, drink like a fish, and sit like a straight person?
Exactly.
Okay, Jimmy, I know you always have one more thing up your sleeve. What's the bonus hack?
All right, this one's wild but scientifically proven. Cold exposure.
No, not cold showers.
Yes, cold showers. Listen to this. A 2024 European Journal of Applied Physiology study found that 2 to 5 minutes of cold water exposure at 11 to 15 degrees Celsius increases dopamine by 250% and norepinephrine, that's your focus chemical, by 530%.
530%?
And it lasts for 2 to 3 hours. It's like natural Adderall.
But it's so miserable.
For 2 minutes. And here's the beautiful part. In Ayurveda, cold water therapy is called Shital Jal Snana. It's been used for thousands of years to increase ojas, vital energy, and mental clarity. Wim Hof, the Iceman, has built an entire practice around this. He says the cold is my warm friend. It's not about suffering, it's about awakening.
Fine, I'll try it, but I'm screaming your name the whole time.
Fair enough.
Okay, Jimmy, real talk for a second. We've covered so much. Visual training, 90-minute cycles, binaural beats, boredom challenge, lifestyle stuff, cold showers.
I know what you're going to ask.
It's a lot, right? Like, how does someone actually start with all this?
This is the most important part. You don't start with all of it. You start with one.
Just one?
Just one. Pick the technique that resonated most. Maybe it's the 90-second visual practice because it's quick. Maybe it's the 90-minute work cycle because you already study in blocks. Maybe it's the boredom challenge because you're feeling brave. In Ayurveda, there's a principle called krama, gradual progression. You don't climb a mountain in one leap.
Okay, that feels way more doable.
Here's what I recommend. Week 1, just do the visual training and fix your posture. That's it. Week 2, add the 90-minute cycles. Week 3, add one more. Build slowly.
And what about, what if we fail? What if I try this for 3 days and then totally fall off?
Then you start again. There's no failure, only practice. Even in Zen Buddhism, they say, fall down 7 times, stand up 8. Your brain isn't broken, Anna. None of our brains are broken. They're just overstimulated, undernourished, and desperately craving what they actually need: space, silence, and genuine challenge.
That's really beautiful, actually.
And one more thing. Be patient with yourself. Modern neuroscience shows that it takes about 66 days for a new habit to become automatic. Not 21 days, that's a myth. 66 days.
2 months.
2 months to rewire years of digital conditioning. It's a worthy investment.
Wait, actually, before we get to the final takeaway, can we do a quick lightning round recap, just so I can make sure I have the whole toolkit packed in my brain?
Let's do it. Run through the list.
Okay, here we go. The problem isn't that we're broken, it's that we're dopamine overloaded. To fix it, we have your Focus 5. Number 1, visual training to stare at a target to train the eyes and the mind. Number 2, the 90-20 rule, working with our body's natural ultradian rhythms. Number 3, binaural beats, using sound frequencies to tune our brainwaves. Number 4, the boredom challenge, embracing 10 minutes of dullness to reset our dopamine sensitivity. And number 5, the essentials: posture, sleep, and hydration.
You nailed it. And?
And for the brave souls, the cold shower to wake up the neurotransmitters.
The Shital Jal Snana. You got it. That is your complete arsenal for reclaiming your mind.
If our listeners take away one thing from today, what should it be?
Thoughtfully. That focus isn't something you have or don't have, it's something you build every single day, like a muscle, like a garden, like a friendship. The ancient Vedic texts talk about ekagrata, one-pointedness of mind. It's not a destination, it's a daily practice.
I love that. And honestly, I think a lot of us needed to hear that we're not broken. We're just swimming upstream in a distracted world.
And once you learn to swim properly, the current doesn't control you anymore.
Beautiful. Okay, everyone, here's your homework, and we're calling it homework because we actually want you to do this.
First, pick one technique today, just one.
Second, try it for 7 days. Set a reminder, tell a friend, make it real.
Third, notice what changes. Your focus won't transform overnight, but you'll start feeling different, clearer, calmer, more present.
And hey, if you try the cold shower thing and want to curse Jimmy's name, tag us on social media. We want to hear your story.
I'll take the blame.
Before we go, one last thing. We mentioned a lot of studies today. We'll link all of them in the show notes so you can dive deeper if you want.
And remember, you're not competing with anyone. This isn't about being the most focused person in the world. It's about being more focused than you were yesterday.
That's all we've got for today, friends. Thank you for spending these 15 minutes with us. If this helped you, please share it with someone who might need it.
Until next time, stay curious
Stay kind.
and stay focused.
Jimmy, I'm totally doing the wall staring thing tonight.
Let me know how long you last.